Here we have a really neat morning where the air temperature is actually colder than the water temperature, and we're in early May right now. So we did dip down to 0 degrees. So we have that cool effect where you see steam rising. The water's warmer than the air temperature. Lots of really interesting footage for you today. Lots of beauty in the video that I've taken over this past week, including scenery on days when it was overcast, and yet the colors of the scenery just pop. I hope you join me. Once again in the forest at dawn. And here's some pretty trilliums that are now blooming. I can see the mosquitoes flying around. As mentioned in the last video, they're ahead of schedule. We're in early May now. And today's high with the humidex is going to be plus 29 degrees Celsius. That's hot. Robins belong to the family of thrushes. That's a kind of bird family, thrush. And I can hear one in the background called a wood thrush. A wood thrush has a very fluty type of sound and ends with sort of a, I don't know, like a couple of notes at the end that are not song-like. Let's see if we can hear it. That's it. Listen. The thrushes are gifted singers. I guess the weather forecast is calling for brief periods of rain. So that's why every now and again, I'll carry my camera bag so that I can tuck my electronics away and not have to worry about them getting damaged through rain. But yeah, it's always best to be prepared. I kind of feel some very light drizzle right now. That was right after that beautiful sunshine. So that's okay. I love nature under these circumstances too, because then it shifts to the peacefulness of hearing the rain as it hits the leaves and the petals of different plants around me. So we'll continue along our way. It helps to make the trails actually a little quieter on a day when there's some drizzle or when there's rain. So I don't mind this, and my equipment is tucked away. Even my binoculars have a cover over the top, so the lens will be dry and ready when I might need them. So everything's accessible if I do need to pull out my gear because I see something interesting to show you. Well, we're getting things ready for the trailer. You can see it's connected to the back of the pickup truck. Shannon's just doing, you'll see her pink head every now and again bouncing up. What she's doing is she's just making a couple of adjustments, and we are going to bring the trailer to a dealership that is going to attach a kayak rack on the back. And they're going to have to do some welding. They're going to have to do some welding in order to attach the bumper firmly enough to hold a kayak rack that will hold our two 40-pound kayaks. And yes, we use walkie-talkies in order to do the communication with one another. And so Shannon's finished her duties outside. This is the time when you find that she's most chatty. So we're going to be on our way now to the dealership and get that kayak rack secured, and that'll help get us one step closer to our summer adventures along with our kayaks. Sometimes you don't have to actually be out on a trail in the woods to be able to have great opportunities to see wildlife. And so the earlier footage you saw today is we brought the trailer in for servicing in order to get a kayak rack added to the back. As we found out from the people who know what they're doing, they're installing a hitch on the back of the trailer. So we're excited that that's a safe way for us to be able to put the kayak rack on. But we're in this beautiful park, not far from where that trailer dealership is. And we're out here having a look around at birds, frogs, orioles. There's all kinds of amazing sounds right now. That was a green frog. And there's another little one that was close by that was smarter than the bigger one and jumped right into the water. So, turns out we were waiting to find out if we could get a hitch put on the back of the trailer in order to carry the kayaks so we could bring them along with us when we go camping. Turns out we're dealing with some really honest folks. If you ever want a recommendation as to who to bring your trailer to, we've got a really great recommendation for you, but only upon request. Anyway, he said that, yeah, no can do. And the reason is he wanted to attach the hitch receiver on the back of the trailer to the frame of the trailer. But it turns out it would have caused him to disrupt the bottom of the trailer, which is where it is all weatherproofed. So he didn't want to destroy that, and then you create another problem, right? Then you create the problem of having water damage when you're going over the roadway and water is splashing up inside. So we aren't going to be able to bring our full-size kayaks. We do have our blow-up canoe, which we will be bringing with us. So anyway, we're bringing the trailer back to family's place where we're storing it for right now, and then we'll be bringing it home where we had stored it all winter. So you can see out in the back, we got our trailer following us. And we're really looking forward to having that as we are getting ready to go on our camping experiences, as long as things open up with COVID-19, by the end of this month. Our first camping reservation is for May 30th. So we'll see if that ends up happening, if, restrictions are lifted by that time. Anyway, just wanted to bring you up to date on what was going on there. So you are now up to date. In the background are two male mallards. Males don't participate in the raising of the young. So what happens is they just, and sometimes will gather at this time of year while the females that they have impregnated are incubating the eggs. And once those eggs are hatched, it's the female that takes the sole responsibility of raising the ducklings to the point of maturity where they can fend for themselves. So it looks like there's a lot of male ducks at this time of year, and it's just that the females are really well camouflaged, and oftentimes their nest is found along a riverbank or just a little bit away from the river in a dry spot. So today you've been hiking with Kathleen. Thank you so much for joining me. And you can see that we're busily making preparations for the upcoming camping season so that we can take our gear on the road and bring you footage of beautiful scenery, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and of course lots of mammals. So I hope to see you. Next upload is Tuesday. If you like this video, please click like. If you like this content and you want to see more of it and don't want to miss an episode, please subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, just helps the channel. Thanks. Bye for now.